Welcome to Hard Nerd Cafe, I'm Dan. The most popular video we have on this channel is me playing Tron in Magic in Modern, so that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna go to tournament practice and play some Modern. Playing Red Green Tron. I play this deck a lot on MagicGatheringStrat. It is my Modern deck of choice. The idea of the deck is to just do bigger things than everybody else. It's the Timmy deck. First we try to survive, and then we just play a game-winning bomb. So this time we're playing as Johnson86. This is actually interesting. We don't have a way to get a green mana, so we have to mulligan this one. But this is close to keep. We don't mulligan very well. And this is even worse. Yeah, I think I have to throw this one back. And this I can keep. It's a pity it is 2 mines. But this deck will lose to mulligan sometimes. Breeding Pole could be Splinter Twin. Splinter Twin is one of the matchups we fear the most. Okay, now we have the turn 3 Tron, but we have no payoff. We don't have any bombs, but we have 7 mana on turn 3. I think he's playing Splinter Twin. And that's, of course, that is a giant problem. So we're getting the power plant. When we have Mine Tower and power plant, we have 7 mana. Anticipate. That doesn't feel like a playable Modern card. So hopefully he's just a control deck, because they don't really work in Modern. Because of decks like mine that just laugh at control decks, we're getting a power plant. And now, actually, if he prevents this expedition map, I can't get to my Eye of Ugin, because that's the way I win against control decks. So, but he is also very afraid of the Oblivion Stone, and he can't counter both. And I think Oblivion Stone is more important if he plays Splinter Twin, and I think he does. He can win the game here. If he is Splinter Twin, he wins here. And then now I have to keep Oblivion Stone open at all times. Except perhaps it's end phase. But it's a lightning bolt, that's okay. Deceiver Exarch was what I feared. Oh, it's Scapeshift. Okay. That's easier than winning against Splinter Twin, but it's also extremely hard and takes a lot of skill. But I definitely need this practice, so we're getting the Eye of Ugin now. No, we are getting Grow the Burn Willows. And then we are Sylvan Scrying for Eye of Ugin. Does Ghost Quarter help us? It doesn't really. He needs 7 lands to kill us. We might need to fetch Ghost Quarter here. It is possible that he could kill us next turn. But I'm getting the Ghost Quarter. So we can try the trick against Scapeshift. I linked to my article about playing against Scapeshift, but I didn't write that. It was a better Tron player. Maybe it was a mistake not to go for Eye of Ugin here, because I could start Ullamogging him. Having taken 6 damage is actually pretty bad. What? Ogre of Bolas? I don't think he is Scapeshift. And if he isn't, he will have a super hard time killing me. Is he just some control deck? I don't have anything because I didn't get to Eye of Ugin, so that might have been a giant mistake. He has 3 mana, so he could negate, but he can't Cryptic Command. And he can't mana leak Karn if I play an Urza's Mine. I'm gonna play Urza's Mine and try to resolve Karn and go for cards in his hand then. Because I think only negate can counter me. Of course he could remand Karn, but I think mana leak is the most likely counterspell here. Alright, so now exile a card from his hand. Going to 10 loyalty. And it's an Ogre of Bolas. And I'm pretty happy with that. He could still be... A Search for Tomorrow is a Scapeshift card. Who am I kidding? There's an Anticipate or something. It's really hard to tell what he's playing. He's playing such strange cards. Okay, he's just digging for Scapeshift. Scapeshift costs... God, I should know how much Scapeshift costs. $4. Okay, so I'm just dead if he draws it. But he needs to draw it. And now I will be protected by... I can just take him off green mana now. So let's start doing that, especially as I found a second. Maybe I should have gone for a card. And here is the Ghost Quarter for the trick. Karn is at 6 loyalty. We're putting a counter on Karn at the end of his turn. I think this is going according to plan. Okay, I want that last card out of his hand, don't I? Put a fate counter on Karn. And then we get the card. Remand. Okay, we have a star, we can burn it. Looking for green to find some action. The stirrings. That's exactly what we wanted. Oblivion Stone. Power. Just take the tower. We don't run a main deck Emrakul. But now we can keep his hand empty. Should we just remove mountains? Maybe we should. First the star for green. Relic. Well, let's burn that. Looking for another card. Find a mine. Get rid of Steam Vents. And nothing is happening. Now, Steam Vents, Breeding Pool, Ogre Bolas. Is that good enough to restart the game? Maybe we want to do that. No, we just have to wait for a bomb, right? We don't need to restart the game. That's the Karn Ultimate. Is that what we need to... Oh, we win! Haha! Okay, we assume that this is Scapeshift. And we have a sideboard plan for that. Which has been much researched by many people at MagicGatheringStrat. This is a rough matchup. 3 Slaughter Games, 2 Spellskites, 2 Boil, but we only have 1. An Emrakul. Take out Pyroclasm. Take out Oblivion Stone. We don't know if he brings in a Nature's Claim target or not. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to try to Slaughter Games, Scapeshift itself. I also wrote an article on Slaughter Games targets. And it's Scapeshift itself. Wow, this is a rough one. He mulligans to 6. We have 2. Okay, I'll link you to all these articles I've written, because they are like my reference material. We have no search here except Sylvan's Scrying, but as soon as we find one way to generate green mana, and there are plenty, there are at least 12. So I think I'm gonna keep this. But it wasn't an easy one. Another tower wasn't what we wanted. We could also find an expedition map, of course. And then just landing this worm coil, but he will counterspell that. Yeah, we didn't find what we are looking for. He anticipates, much as in the first game. Okay, Boil is killing him here. We want to play Boil at the end of his turn. Search for Tomorrow is suspended for 2 turns. But at least we are still playing lands. Spellskite does make the math more complicated for him. Another. No, that, okay, that came into play. Now he has 4 lands. I really need... Well, now I can Cryptic Command. There's my sphere. He will of course counter this Sylvan Scrying. So the question is if I keep the sphere around. No, I can still draw a land of it, so no, this will never resolve. Well, my deck is definitely misbehaving here. Oh, there's the Search for Tomorrow. It took 2 turns. Sorry, I was confused. And now he can kill me. He needs 8 lands with the Scapeshift to kill me with Spellskite. There's a Grow of the Burn Willows. So now I can actually boil at the end of his turn. And I hit 3 things. So I will just do that. And then I will resolve Sylvan Scrying and be able to play Karn. Unless he has 2 counter spells. So here's Boil. Negate it. Oh, and Power Plant. That's not what we wanted. So here goes Scrying for the mine. Mine. Okay, 3 spells left. How close are we to Emrakul? 10, 11, 13. We are pretty far from Emrakul. So I think I'm going to play the Worm Coil here to bait the counter. He could also hold Negate, which doesn't do anything against Worm Coil. That would be awesome. Here comes Cryptic Command. How does Spellskite work against Cryptic Command? Counter spell, draw card. Yeah. Okay, Spellskite is not target spell, so that wouldn't work. 11 mana. In 2 turns we could cast an Emrakul. But now he has 8 lands, so now he wins. Because each Valakut activation does 6 points of damage. Yeah, I'm dead. Though this is not Scapeshift. Oh, it is Scapeshift. And he has the 8 lands, so that's what he needs. Let's play it out. To see what happens. But he should be able to get 2 Valakut and 6 mountains. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm gonna take 4 damage from each mountain, so that's 24 damage. And I'm dead. But I do like the sideboarding. And we are going to play the same deck again. The combo matchups are always hard for Tron. We prey on mid-range and control decks. We have problems with aggro decks, and we have huge problems with combo decks. We want to play first. Double Stirrings power plant. Why do we still have Ugin? Well, I guess Ugin's ultimate is why we keep him in. I think we have to keep this. We have 2 search ways. But we better get going. He mulligans to 6. And we start looking for mine and tower. Actually, resolving slaughter games is pretty hard. And now we have to find tower too. And then we can Karn on turn 4. That's much too late. Actually, this is probably the ideal start that he wants us to have. So now we search for tower. And if you can't find tower here, we are in deep crap. So we have to take the sphere. Play the sphere. Do we really need a tower? We know 1 tower is at the bottom of the deck. Flooded Grove. There's another mine. So we burn the sphere looking for green. Find another sphere. Burn that too. Looking for green. Find another Karn. Play the mine. But now we really need to draw tower. I think our deck betrayed us. I don't know how aggressively you can mulligan. You can't really mulligan into slaughter games. But you really want to. I played Tendo Icebridge just to enable slaughter games. Maybe I should have kept the sphere here actually when I draw slaughter games. Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have kept the sphere. Now if I draw slaughter games, I'm gonna cry. Okay, we need this sphere so badly to be in play. So we can't use it. Because Karn is not the answer here. So now we can draw slaughter games and just win the game. Now he only needs to get to 7 lands or bolt and 6 lands. No, bolt and 6 lands doesn't do anything. 7 lands is what he needs. We are really advertising slaughter games here. Spellskite. Making it a tiny bit harder. We still need to keep the sphere for slaughter games. Slaughter games is still game. Okay, now we can kill us with 6 lands. No, 7 lands. The difference the Spellskite does, it makes He kills us with 8 lands instead of 7. But Search for Tomorrow helps, of course. And now he has Cryptic Command. So we're dead in 2 turns. The first thing that is going to get countered is Ugin. And Ugin is probably the least worth of these cards. So I'm gonna try to resolve Ugin. And I no longer fear mana leak. Ugin is not gonna fly. Did I fail to redirect the lightning bolt, or did that happen before Spellskite? Yeah, I should have redirected that. Okay, now I can do it. If I get to 14 mana, I can Karn, but I only have 11. Now I have 12, so I could double Wormcoil. We do want to... Maybe we have to play a Karn here. Because he could eat a forest. Otherwise we are close to death. And he draws a card. Five mana left. When we have 13, we could Wormcoil Engine Karn. And that's what we are going to do if we draw land. If we draw Chromatic Star, so we burn this for another Karn. Play the star. Play Karn, though going for green is not the thing now. Another Cryptic Command. He only has 4 though. And we can still go for Karn Wormcoil. But now we may be dead. No, next turn we're dead. Oh, wait a minute, he can only do 12. He needs to hit 8 lands. No slaughter games, but that thing. So now we have 6, 10, 12, 15. So we can actually play Ugin Karn. But Ugin doesn't do enough here, I think. So we play Wormcoil. As we don't die before 2 turns have passed. And then we try to resolve Ugin. And he's 2 turns from ultimating, so the main idea with that was just to get get a counterspell out of his hand. He didn't have one, or he just allowed it to go. Ancient Grudge. Uh-oh, now I'm then dead. Yeah, that works. I can't kill it. And he can now win. Incredibly hard matchup. I'm sure I made some mistake. Tell me in the comments. Tell me the minute and second I do a mistake. Maybe I forgot to get Ghost Quarter at some point. I should be dead right now. 18 damage. That's all he needs. So maybe casting Ugin there, but I think he had a counterspell for the Karn. But Karn trying to bait the counter there was probably wrong. Nature's Claim would have been sweet here on our star, but he only has two cards left, so maybe he could counter it, maybe not. But if we could Nature's Claim here, we would be alive at 1 life, unless he has a Lightning Bolt. So any Lightning Bolt or counterspell stops it. But here we have 18 damage. And we end up losing. But as I said, combo matchup means this matchup is very, very hard. Thank you for watching.